That means your target is here, and you just call this you prefix to the your view. I will show you when I start the communication between the microservices. Maybe this is the port number need to be changed, maybe 90, depending which PC you have it, maybe the another port, blah blah blah. This depends. That means for my case, at least 4 microservices. One for the user management microservice need to be communicated, and then for my case, it's locally communications, like the same port, same IP address and different port number, and then the building microservices, plot microservice, flow microservice, unit microservices, and so on and so forth. That means you have maybe 4 microservices call, or 5 or 6, 7, depending microservices call here to set your proxy and call your specific prefix into the your TypeScript, your business models or your business class, or even doing the view. Then you read it here and bypass it. And this is, I say, this is the one of the most professional way to do this. So just stay with the structure I said and explain here. This is the most professional one. You can do non-professional one. You can directly put this URL into your view in the TypeScript class, even though it works. But in the professional life, you have only central part, the proxy doesn't set up. Just read this. You set here proxy, call the and then only the via this key. So that's now is clear what's the project structure look like, and how it look like, what the information you need to be think about when you start the application, when you build the new projects, import the Visual Studio Code, get it really clear idea which packages, which the directories works what's, and this is the most important part for the beginner. Even though sometime in the professional, they has to be clearly understand how the component has to be managed, how to pack it. For the vacational life, sometime we have some JavaScript and some need to be deployed, some libraries. That means they have another project, like here in the top of the SRC folder, there are different projects like projects, and then there's the own modules of the applications. And if I have a time, I will show you one of the example, how can you deploy, not the deployed application, just how can you publish your libraries, your JavaScript components libraries. You can, as a tar files or as any sort of forms, you can deploy the locally. You pack you to all the functionalities, and these functionalities can be used in other Angular applications. Just import the files and call all the functionalities that you have it. I will show you later when I finish these projects. How can the multi-modules project can be built and can be deployed. So what we can start now. So application is started, and then let's see, I start the npm start this service, and it will start the applications what we define here. So it's a local PC, and it's a local host, and then this port number at this one 4404, and the proxy. So it's compiling all the necessary information, then the local host 404. You see the clear idea. So it's take times the compilation, not too much. So it's compile successfully, then you can see that in the browser, depending on which browser you are. So you see the application is here. So this is the initial application, what I have at the moment in my hand, what the plan to build the application. Those functionalities still not finished, but I'm continuing all of the features to do all the operations. And that's I said in my presentations. This is the really initial stage of the applications. But that's why I try to share with you very beginning level to the end products, even though in the deployment in the production level. That's you need to be understand really what's the professionally we handle those. So this is initial layout, maybe layout will change, maybe color will be changed. Doesn't matter if you have a functionalities, when you change it doesn't care where you are changing the information. So I have some plots, the register plots, and if you see the mouse pointer, if I click it, mouse pointer, and you see the information is coming here. You see, so mouse pointer is here, this down. So I already did some functionalities. You have a zoom in, zoom out functionalities. So the really basic functionalities to integrate But the idea is how you can integrate very quickly, very efficiently, very professionally the OpenStreetMaps and even the OpenStreetMap libraries. You can zoom out with the specific focus that you have already set in the focus points, and focus heats here. So that's the idea, to see that there's some hard-coded polygon is created with the nodes points, and there is a street lights as a line of points, and then this is the two connections points. Maybe there is the utility service connection lines, main line is running, then you have a nodes with these connection points. Maybe a lot of devices, is pressure machines is device, or water pump machine is installed here, or gas machine, or internet server router is installed here. Then you have a connected with the main another hubs, and then hub distribute the your connectivity. That means this is the line objects, line string object. This is the line string object. This is the connecting point, and this is the polygon object. This is the hard coded. I will show you how it is implemented. This is one of the really lot of study points is here, because it's not too easy to understand or to get clearly professionally to build the polygon line and points. That's why I'm trying to share with you to get it, learn it, and how we did it as a professional life. So you see that the application is running, but we have some features, and then maps is really efficiently working. That's my expectation. Let's have a start how the components is built. So what we did, so this is the configuration is done, how the dependency injection, how dependency manage is done, is working. And then let's say now we have a component levels. So we did a components. So we have some lot of models at the moment. There's only 2 models. It will be maybe 20 or 30 the JavaScript models, TypeScript models, and like was the content of the user registrations, and then plots and address, floors, buildings, and units registration. All the contents. I mean your attributes and properties of the models. So we'll like as a professional life, maybe be careful. In the professional life, we did exactly this way. So we have a models, a model package that's containing all the necessary models. For my case, maybe 25 models will be there, but at the moment it's only 1. And there is a service. That means all service implementation is there. So that means your communication between your microservices or your microservices, even though your business logic for in the TypeScript part is a micro. If I go there, the service, user service, there is a components. The service is there. So one of the services. That means I load the JavaScript libraries to the load script from JavaScript URL ID as a input parameters, and look for something, and then load the respective JavaScript components with the loader. And then this is service. That means we define the services in here for the communication between the microservices, and then microservice with the service modules. And there is an interface. Maybe there is interface module directory, and there will be the service implementation directory, and so on and so forth. That means everything is modularized, package based. So not everything together. As a beginner, they understand too hardly, but as a professional life, we did every times when you need. So models containing all respective models, maybe 20, 50, or doesn't matter how many models you need to the application. Then you have a service package, service directory, and put it all the services. Maybe you have 20 services to maybe service for the implementation, for the address, for the user registration, plot registration, building registration, floor registration, and unit registration, and so on and so forth. All things of services defined here. So model, services, and then the interfaces definition, and coming the your component. This is okay. That's the thing I didn't discuss it. When you start the applications, the new application, that will coming with router functionalities. There is some router is already implemented, connected with the routers. Router mean redirection in concept to in the web technology, in Java based web technology, redirect to the bases. And in the Angular and TypeScript base is called routings. So that means you go to this page, to this page, and go to the route to the different pages. And this is the your application started with these pages, like this is the your